Alrighty, so we're back at it with the fuel injection swapped Honda 300 FourTrax here. It's been sitting in a corner for like the last 3 or 4 months, 5 months, I don't know. Probably been a year already actually, but I rebuilt the fuel system again because it was sitting so long. So we got cleaned up fuel pump and regulator, got a new filter. This is the line 2, and this is where it loops to return it with a T in the fuel line here. So it's a pretty basic setup, kind of like what you would do like on a classic car or something, you know, nothing crazy. And put a new spark plug in it, because the other one was very bad. It was really bad. And we got a new injector in there. This injector is actually a smaller injector because the original 420 Rancher obviously uses way more fuel because this is a 420 Rancher EFI system. So I'm testing out a smaller injector to see what it's going to look like because it's just running way too rich. So right now I already got it fired up. It fired right up, just like always. Solenoid's messed up. See, it just fires right up immediately, and it already sounds like it's running better with less fuel. So it's already been idling here for like 10 minutes with the new spark plug. So just for fun, we're gonna pull the spark plug out right here on camera and see what it looks like after idling for about 10-15 minutes. See what she looks like. I haven't driven it, it's just been idling. So this is whatever it's gonna look like idling and just revving here. She's a little warm. Ow. And it's just an original style NGK DPR 7EA. So it's not like it's a hotter or colder plug, it's original equipment. So far she's still running a little rich, but there's a little white spot on the side. So it's still running a little rich, maybe, with the smaller injector. But we'll have to see. My camera's not cooperating. We'll have to see after driving this thing a bit, because this motor's got a lot of carbon buildup and trash in it from running with that bigger injector the first go around. So we shall see. Also, I have not done anything for an intake. I haven't made anything for it yet. Because as you can see, I have my air temperature sensor just literally just hanging around. Because I don't have a snorkel or anything to put it yet. So I still need to find a home for the air temp, because that could also be maybe the reason why it's running a little weird, because it might be a little confused on what the air temperature is on the intake side, because I got one of those steel boxes. And then also I have this temperature sensor, the original 420 temperature sensor. It's just chilling here in the top of the cylinder head. I don't know if it's even reading any temperature correctly. I'm not even sure if it has anything to do with the ECM running, because from what I understand, the temperature sensors are really only for cooling fans. So I still need to do some more checking around, and I need to wash this poor thing. It's been sitting, got a bunch of leaves all over it. But we're getting there. I need to drive it around and just run it and see what happens for a while. But there's the update on the EFI 300. Fuel injection swapped 300 FourTrax. We'll start it one more time, just for the viewers at home. Fires right up. See where it's charging at here. Like around 15 volts. Which I don't really think is correct. Sometimes this thing doesn't read correctly. But as far as the whole charging system thing goes, I'm using the bigger stator. I think it's the 18-pole stator, I think. I think it's 18. And when I first did the conversion, I didn't have any charging problems. And I'm still using the original 300 voltage regulator too. So, yeah, there it is. So far, the original 318-pole stator seems to be going, just running perfect. Because the first time I did this swap, after I got it running, I checked voltage at the battery, and it was doing like a solid 13.5 to 14.5 volts, depending on RPM. So, the charging system has the capacity to run this system. So, all of that in there works. So far, the original Honda regulator is keeping up. Alrighty, the 300 is washed and cleaned. First time in who knows how long. And she's looking good. Well, I guess we can air up the tires and go for a test run. Alrighty, first drive with the smaller injector. See how she goes. Guess we can check power here by running it up this log. Feels like it has maybe a little bit more torque than it did with the 420 injector. Nice little second gear pull there. As I crash into a tree because I have no brakes. Well, that's painfully awkward. There we go, reverse. Put it in reverse, Terry. Technical difficulties. Okay. Now that it's been ran, I suppose we could pull the spark plug out again and see if it cleared out or not. Real quick. Where did I leave? Oh. Hey, look, an FXR. Coming up on the next video here, actually. Okay. Now that the motor is really good and hot, that way I can burn my fingers. You can listen to me say ow 4,000 times while I do this. I think the spark plug is still going to be black or maybe like a dark gray color. I just have a feeling that it's still running rich. I'm not sure how I can fool the ECM to make it leaner, because I think this is like the smallest injector I can get. The only other thing I could do would start to drop fuel pressure. I think Hondas are around 50. I guess I could drop it to like 40. Hey, would you look at that? Let me try and find somewhere to show you. Man, my camera just doesn't want to focus here. Look, we got, come on camera, there we go. Look. We got some grayish brown on the end. Look at that. See, I think it just needs to blow some of that carbon buildup out of here. Because that's looking good right there. See if I can... Look at that. There we go. We're starting to get a clear burn on this plug. So maybe either I lower some fuel pressure to pull more fuel out of it, or I figure out how to fool the computer to make it run leaner. Because unfortunately, since I'm using an 07, 08, 420 EFI system, there's no like programmers or tuners or anything. I'd have to go to an 09 and up, which I have a 14 420 Rancher dash and what's left of an old hacked up wiring harness. But I don't have anything else. I probably need a wiring harness. I need an ECM, so the only useful thing is literally the dashboard. So I'm not wanting to throw money at the 2014 system. So I'm open to ideas if anybody has any on how I can take a little bit more fuel out of this thing. Because I don't know, it may just be rich at idle, because it has good power. So it could just be a little rich at idle. So I don't know if I pull fuel pressure, it'll start losing power in the top end. So, but there we go. That's where we're at right now. There she be, the 420 EFI swapped 300 FourTrax. Let me know what y'all think.